Hey everybody, welcome once again to another episode in the work on REO 18,621. As we all know, REO built US6s in World War II, 22,204 of them, most of which are lost to history. There were 90 or so shipped to Australia after the war and assembled and used by the Australian Army after World War II and then surplused out in the 1970s. There are a number of examples. Probably half of those 90 are still around in Australia. Not too many here in North America. I can maybe count 3, this being one of them. And then the balance probably was shipped to the Lend-Lease countries during the latter parts of World War II. This reel was delivered in April of 1945, so very late. I doubt that it was ever assembled. I'm thinking it came out in a twin unit pack out to Washington somewhere, maybe the Port of Portland, on a rail car, and then was put together by a farmer, built by a big old rich farmer, and used in the wheat fields in eastern Washington for most of its life. A fellow in 1985 by the name of Bill Dowling bought this reel, probably at a farm auction, and stored it on his place for 20 years. I bought it in 2005, took it over to the wet side of the mountain, and I've had it for 10 years plus. So this is my 11th year owning this reel. Dedicated to my friend Gary Circle. Hey bud. And then I'm gonna ship it out to Norway to a friend of mine, Jan Henry. Yeah, this is Jan Henry's US6. So the condition of it is not bad. It's deteriorated a little bit, as I said before, with its 10 years over on this wet side of the mountain. It stayed really nice over in eastern Washington because it's a very dry climate over there. But it does have a little bit of rust issues, but not bad for a 70-year-old truck. So anyway, I'm going to get this thing running and get it rolling, running and braking, running and stopping, I guess. Add a few parts to it. I want to redo the bed and put new wood in the bed and reattach it, and then ship it over to Norway. The doors are decent. They're not rusted through. There's 2 little rust spots on each door, on the bottom of the door, and of course the windshield glass is shot and everything like that. I don't know if I'll replace any of that. One wind wing is kind of shot. Needs a new interior, of course. The clock shows only 10,097 miles on it, but the speedometer cable is broken, so it could be way more than that, but you know, I kind of doubt it. I think this was just used in the fields, you know, hauling the grain to the granary. But I've been cleaning it up, and the worst part about it is that a squirrel got into it when I had it stored up up the river, and made a nest behind the seat here, and kind of peed all over and stored its nuts and stored a bunch of dirt back there, and you wouldn't think a squirrel would do that much damage, but yeah, it kind of messed it up a little bit. So anyway, there's the interior of the REO US6. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. We shall see. Might have to redo it. But you know, this M series or M style cab, Studebaker was used, and I don't know, I think REO probably got a lot of this stuff from Studebaker. You know, they kind of just put their nameplate on it a little bit, you know, the horn button and the data plates. A couple other changes. I think there was a cowl on the front cowl there was a splash guard or something like that. Anyway, I'll let you go. Bye for now.